Now, our next speaker is a man who balances multiple hats. He's a business executive who led HCL Tech from 2007 to 2013. He's an author whose best-selling book, Employees First, Customers Second, Turning Conventional Management Upside Down, has received praise from many management authors. He's also a philanthropist in his role as the founder-chairman of Sampark Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Vineet Nayar.
Good evening. I'd like to start with the story of an ant. There were two ants sitting and they were talking about their vision of life. And the first ant said that my vision of life is to be a very rich ant. I want to be actually the richest ant in the world, and I want to try very hard to be that ant. The second ant said, actually, I don't want to be rich. I want to be very fast. I want to be the fastest ant in the world. And therefore, I'm going to work very hard to be a very fast ant. And in walked the third ant, listening to this conversation, and they said, hey, do you have a vision for yourself? And the ant turned to them and said, yes, my vision is not to be an ant anymore. I don't want to be a fat ant. I don't want to be a rich ant. I don't want to be a fast ant. I want to be a butterfly. The day the ant thinks about not being an ant, but being a butterfly, is the day an entrepreneur is born. Most organizations are full of ants. They're running from one place to another, not knowing what to do. But entrepreneurs are not ants. They're butterflies. But it is the unfortunate truth that some butterflies fly and some butterflies never take off. So what makes some butterflies successful? What makes some ants really fly and become these beautiful butterflies? I don't know the answer, but I can tell you from my own experience. I started ComNet in 1993. It took us 10 years to become $100 million, the next 5 to become $1 billion, and the next 3 to become $2 billion. We started Sampark Foundation. It took us 7 years to get to 1 million children, and the next 3 to get to 7 million children, and the next 2, I'm sure, will get to 20 million children. So whenever you look at success as an entrepreneur, what comes to my mind are 3 recipes for success you should think about. First is take chances. You must understand that we hear a lot about problems in life. In 1993, the money was not there. We were borrowing at 36% interest rate. License issues were there. National Stock Exchange was setting up. We bid for National Stock Exchange. They wanted to buy from a company which had experience. We had no experience. And yet we won the contract to set up the world's first, or the India's first exchange, floorless exchange. And the trick to that is to take chances. In life, it is all about taking chances and getting excited about imperfections. When a diamond cutter looks at polished diamond, he should feel bored. When he looks at rough diamond, he should feel excited. When a potter looks at rough clay, the potter should feel excited. So if you are an entrepreneur and you have decided not to be an ant anymore, then whenever there is a problem in life, you should feel excited because you are the only one who can pass over the bridge. Nobody else can. So therefore, if there is a license problem, or there is a funding problem, or there is whatever problem there may be, you need to look at the mirror and say, I will take that chance because I'm the only guy who can take the chance because I'm not an ant. The second is think impossible.